party on Nuke, and we're gonna start. So this is Force Reload's pick, and we're gonna have BC Game starting on CT side, the strongest side on Nuke. Let's see how they start this one out. Force Reload attacking. So far, okay, so Force Reload chose to buy a P250 on Spirit and a P250 on Shady. They didn't buy any utility, so this is gonna get weird. Because they're gonna have to hit some headshots if they want to try and win this one. Let's have the BC Game as well. They didn't buy any utility, I think. Actually, I think they bought some on Kakanito, but no operators, no nothing. And all the duels happening now. That's 3 entries, 2 for BC Game, 1 for Force Reload only. As they start pushing towards A side, they got the plant at least. This is very important for the pistol round. Now they have to play a really good post plant. P250 is only 1 on the table right now. It's for Spirit. That's 2 kills for BC Game. Duska, though, finding 1. He's alone on a 1v3, and that's not going to be good. Prime Taps is going to find him. Clean headshot and clean defuse as well. BC Game are the first team on the board. BC Game are the first team on the board here in this Nuke to open up this best of 3. And FORZE, because they planted, they're gonna force. So this FORZE spy composed by a Deagle, a Mech-10, 2 Galils. Actually, a Deagle, 2 Mech-10s, and 2 Galils. Inside the BC Game. They don't buy a lot of utility, but they choose to go 4 M4s. Okay, I haven't seen a team doing one like this for a while. It fits Nuke, though. Some teams still like to do the 3 MP9s here to try and farm some cash, especially on ramp, but okay, they chose the 4 M4s. It's a respectable decision, and for now it's working. That's going to be a 3 versus 2 in terms of entries, although careful, Kuzmi, he finds another one, so that makes it a lot more interesting, and the force here is actually working. 2 versus 2. 1 SMG on both sides, and 1 assault rifle. Ramp controlled by Kuzmi as well. Nobody's defending B side from BC Game, so they have a window to cross here. I like what BC Game here is doing. They're not splitting. They're both going shoulder by shoulder to work for the trades. Now, FORZE, they have a player on side and a player on vents. Bomb is taken down. There's no kit from the side of BC Game, so they have to rush this one. He's finding it. He found Kakanito. He's the first player to get taken down. The last player is going to be Lekro. In hand. He's going to be good for the first kill. No kit, though. He has to get so clean. He's not being able to do so. Smoke comes out. Sonny Zera on the other side. Actually, Danny Zera. And he got the kill, so that's going to be a clean one for... Actually, not a clean one, but a good one for FORZE. So that's going to be the first on the board for them as well. The FORZE was good. This is like a classic CS, right? You win the pistol, you lose the FORZE. And now you FORZE on your own as well. So 1-1, good round by FORZE. That was sponsored by the players on ramp. That was a good ramp hit. But in the end, Kuzme really offered that round with the 2 kills on ramp. Now, as we take a look at round number 3, BC Game were the ones forcing it this time. 1-5-7-3 the Eagles, 1 MP9 on prime taps. You have to make this work. Or if they don't, they have to try and save as much as they can here. Actually, they don't even have to, because they didn't even buy Kevlars. Okay, so they're all playing without Kevlars? No, okay, they have Kevlars. Okay, my bad. I was reading the HUD wrong. Map control from FORZE, all directed towards the outside. That's 5 players playing towards the outside. Garage is under FORZE control as well, so they might be able to cross here to heaven if they want to. They can go main, or they can try and do something else. And from the looks of it, looking at the map, they're going to try and retake lobby now. BC.Game are playing very conservative. They didn't go for any info, for any, let's call it, hero plays as well. Now it's Denny Zera, though, finding the first player. It's Quartz going down. That's one of the Deagles. That leaves them on a 4v5. They have to get at least 2 here. Lycro might have the chance. He gets 2. He makes the round a lot more interesting. He's gonna push lobby now. He hears a lot of players. Shady gets another one. They're gonna run down ramp. That's gonna be Kakanito to be put up to the test, and he passes. That's 2 kills for him. But unfortunately, on the other side, more players fall from the side of BC.Game, and that leads Anarquez, the AWP, alone 1v3. He opens up double doors. He gets the clean headshot. He knows about the planter. He doesn't know about the second player. He knows it's not on glasses because they have not been broken. Only one, actually. That's another clean headshot. Anarquez is making it work. The last headshot does not connect. Kuzmit trades the teammate. And on the 1v1, FORZE reload still come out on top. That's the 2-for-1 right now. Let's take a look at some of the replays from this round. Now, once again, round number 4, and I'm afraid, like, I can see why BC.Game is forcing, because they don't have more than 2,000. Actually, no, this round was kind of weird. Wait, they forced again. They had to have at least 2,400, so this is a weird decision, I'm pretty sure, but I might be doing math wrong. They forced again with, like, Eagles in 1 M4. They're gonna die again, so that's gonna be 3 entries for FORZE reload. Only Shady going down. This is starting to smell like another round for FORZE reload. And I hope that BC.Game does not start doing the wrong economical decisions. Otherwise, this one can snowball into a loss on the first map really fast. Duska finds another one. That's Kakanito going down. Prime Tab's alone on 1v4. Deagle in hand and a dream as well in his pocket, but that's not going to be good for his dream, at least for right now. He's going to get taken down as well. That's 3 on the board for FORZE. And BC.Game still don't have money. Okay, they have money for some deals. They still don't have money. That's 5 rounds in a row where you're not going to be able to buy. This is feeling weird. Surely, the CT side economy is a little bit more punishing, but like, okay, you lost the pistol, actually no, you win the pistol, you lose the force. Then you force of your own as well, right? With Deagles on round number 4, or round number 3 actually. You lose that one as well. Then on round number 4, they forced again. So I think the round number 4 force was a little bit of a weird decision. But then again, we don't know what's going on the server, we don't know what the calls are, so they could have just wanted to catch FORZE by surprise. That did not work though. Taking a look at round number 5, this was a pistol round once again for BC.Game. And somehow they only got 2 kills. And FORZE are going to capitalize on another one. This is going to be 4 for them. I'd say this is starting to be a more competent nuke T side from FORZE. BC.Game, unfortunately, so far, they haven't had a single full buy round, but on round number 6 is going to be the first one for them. Let's take a look at the first buy for BC.Game. They have the AWP on Anarquez coming out as well. He looked really good on that best of 3 against Viperio. Not a lot of kills, but don't get fooled by the amount of kills. Impact kills, at least I'd take like 5 impact kills over 25 non-impact kills. So any day of the week. Now take a look at this though. He's gonna cross shoulder by shoulder Kakanito, and then he's there with Kakanito with the first entry. Spirit though, he's there to try and trade the teammate. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 in entries. FORZE reload still with the outside control. This is gonna get awkward again for BC.Game. They have to play tucked in inside. AWP on Shady as well. Right now the momentum is still in FORZE's side. They have the control of the flow of the round still. Prime Taps does find another one. That leaves him on a 4v3. Anarchist though with the AWP, he's trying to make a play outside and he gets taken down by Kuzme. Lekro trying to compensate again. He went down vents. They heard him as well. He was fast on the rotation. So that's gonna push Kuzme a little bit off. That's still a 3v3. Spirit still has a strong position. I think he's playing around Hell. Shady though, he's looking. AWP in hand. If he loses the timing here, it can be an important kill for BC.Game. He was in Hell. He gets up to Heaven. That's going to be Kuzma getting the first Prime Tap. Strays. That's going to be the AWP off of this round for FORZE. 2v2 though on A side. They're both players from BC.Game. They're grouped up. They're going to open up. Kuzma for the first one. Spirit opens up on Heaven. That's a clean 2v2 hit. AWP retrieved as well. 5th on the round for FORZE. They are looking damn good on this T side. And honestly, that round was really interesting because FORZE have been doing the same type of approach outside every single round. So they get control with the utility, then they go and try to prioritize getting garage control, and they did so with 2 players. Even though Kakanito was good for the first one, they got the trade, so that was really good from FORZE. And then they made the same play they've been doing the whole, like all of the rounds. They just put a player down on Hell. He went up Evan, or if they wanted to go B, he would go down ramps. So pretty standard for FORZE reload so far on the map control, and really good as well. 2v2 was just standard. Bait and switch from them on side. Now taking a look at round number 7. This is going to be a pistol round once again for a BC.Game. That's going to be the 3 players going down. Anarchist with a 5-7. Lycra retrieves an AK. I don't know if that's going to be enough to make the round interesting. I think Anarchist found Kuzme, but he's playing with a 5-7 long range. This is awkward. It's a lot of information. 5-7 though, he does not hit the headshot. That's gonna leave Lekro on a 1v4, and I think he's gonna run for the hills. I think he might be trying to save here. Because this is round number 7. We're approaching the end stretch of the first half. And BC.Game only had 1 full buy round. That is awkward. That actually feels like the start of CS2, because in the start of CS2, actually, a lot of coaches were saying that their own teams were only preparing for 1 full buy round for each side because players did not manage the economy really well in the start of CS2, and that's totally understandable, especially because it was a new game, so not a new game, but a new game format, the best of 13. For a best of 12. So it was a new game format, players were getting used to that, the economy still remains the same, so we were, even on the major, I think we were taking a look at some of the games that only had like one real full buy round for each side. Either you're playing CT or T and then switching, so 1 full buy round for each side. But I feel like players now adapted really well to the economy, so now we're seeing a lot more full buy rounds, and having BC.Game play only 1 full buy round almost for the entirety of the first half, that feels a little bit awkward to me, at least. They're gonna have a full buy again, but like if we take a look, so they have 2 full buys and like 4 rounds of force, I'd say. Yeah, that still feels a little bit awkward, especially because you had the opportunity to have more full buys, at least earlier in the game as well. And it's starting to feel like it's snowballing away from them as we take a look at round number 8. And it would be still available on Anarchist and Shady as well. Quartz is able to be on top of HUD, even with a Molotov. That's going to be important if Duska wants to push the smoke here. Now it doesn't matter because a lot of time has passed by. So even if the Molotov was able to push quartz off of that top hut, you would have more than enough time to actually go back on top of it. Now this is a different approach from FORZE. They did not go for total outside control and then play it out from there. They chose to approach lobby, so they might be taking a look at a B ramp hit. Last time they did this was on the force the second round, and they did that. Now, first entry coming in from Kakanito, he was on highlight against Viperio. Insane, it was beast mode. He knows about the second player outside, he doesn't know it's a knob. If he loses the timing here though, and Shady hears it. I wonder if there's going to be an adaptation from FORZE. Prime Taps gets another kill. He gets traded though, that's a 2 for 2 in terms of entries. Can we even consider it entries though, as we reach the last 30 seconds of the round? And there's the adaptation. They know that Kakanito went down on secret, so they're going to adapt. They're going to try and go heaven and hit on A. They have no clue, BC.Game. I think they still have 2 players up top. They have to be really good. 15 seconds left. FORZE are still not attacking. Okay, now they're going to explode on A. Duska for the first one. 2v3 though. They get the bomb site. Last 5 seconds. This is really well played by FORZE. They might be looking here to cash in the side win with a 7th round. Lekro and Kakanito to try and stop that. Lekro is approaching. Contact fully, but that's going to be Shady with the first up pick, and Duska finishing Lekro off. 7th round on the board for FORZE. No answer back from BC.Game. Side win for them. And this is starting to look like a very dominant and heavy side loss for BC.Game. I don't want to say like they're getting run over here on Nuke. We still have their B side to go for, but this is looking like a stretch. The game is running away from them, that's for sure. 7-1 is very dominant, especially considering the buys that you've been having and the decisions economically that you've been having. Feels like a little bit of a stretch. They force once again, M4, 2 MP9s, 2 Deagles. They have to make this one work. I'm not even saying the 7 and 5 at this point, but they should try and look for the 8 and 4. Kakanito gets the entry once again. He did the same last round. Hopefully this round, the story will be different. Prime Tap's playing very aggressively on ramp as well. He hasn't done this yet. Every time he's played conservatively, he was able to get the first one, not the trade though. He gets the first one again. They know about him. He's gonna pick. That's the one. That's the 3 opportunity for the 4th, and that's gonna be a 3-man spray down by Prime Taps. This one was fully sponsored by him. He went beast mode. That's the 2nd. Finally, an answer coming in from BC.Game. And finally, BC.Game are showing signs of life here on the CT side. This was all sponsored by Prime Taps. He went aggressive, especially playing with the MP9 close range. But what a 4K that was. Spray control was on point with the AK as well. This time though, Duska getting the first kill. He takes down Prime Taps. After a monster round, he's the first one to get taken down from the side of BC.Game. Flash was on point. AWP on the other side, Anarchist. Flash made the possibility of Kuzma to cross really real, and Shady even on the support. He gets the kill into the AWP from BC.Game. That's 2 players going down. No answer back. Lekro trying to activate, getting the compensation. He gets the kill on Duska, and he knows nobody else is on lobby, so they might try and go down vents. The B player is down. That was Prime Tap, so they have to compensate. There's 2 players going down vents as well. Lekro has all of the information. Let's see what FORZE does here, because they have B ramp control as well. That's 2 players there. Lekro is still around lobby. If he has the timing here, he might catch the 2 players coming in from lobby, as FORZE now is trying to look to go to A side once again. They're doing the same thing they did the other time. The adaptations from FORZE on late round are being really good. Oh, Lekro might have the timing here. Lecro might have the timing here. My man, look back. Look back. He gets the headshot. 3v3. He doesn't know about the second player. He's aware of this possibility, though. They know about you, Lecro. You have to be flawless here, but he loses the timing. Spirit making it awkward for BC.Game once again. That's the 3v2. Kakanito and Quartz. Kakanito is still on B side. He's gonna go up fence now. And this is feeling like a deja vu. We've seen a round like this. We've seen a retake like this, actually, a 2v3. Spirit on Heaven, 2 players down on bomb side. AWP and AK. This time, though, a different approach. Kakanito takes down the AWP. Quartz as well for the second player. The third one is Spirit. He's up on Heaven. He only has a smoke and a flashbang, so he has to hit the headshot. That's not going to be good. Kakanito with a banger headshot onto the Heaven player. That's Denny's era, and he's going to get the defuse. Third round for BC.Game, a chaotic one, but a good one nonetheless. FORZE are really adapting well, especially towards that a late round situation. This time I like the adaptation from Lecro though. He didn't precipitate himself. He didn't go all in on trying to read what FORZE were doing. He stayed around the lobby, which was awkward as well because he has a lot of angles to cover. But he made it work, especially with the first kill. Kakanito and Quartz though on highlight on the retake. Round number 11 though, we're reaching the last round of the first half, last 2 as well. And if they win this one, FORZE are not going to have money for the last one. Kakanito playing aggressive outside. He's going to play on the border with the smoke. No flash for the support. He gets taken down, but Prime Tap's going huge once again. Double kill for him. Denny's there on the tray. 3v2 because Quartz found another one. And he goes down vent as well. One player down in secret, that's Denny's era. Kuzme up on top around main, trying to trick them and go into a main. He has the bomb as well on his back. So if Denny's era finds a kill here, this round is still possible for FORZE. They're trying to fake the B hit. Oh, I like this. Kuzme going down vents. It misses the timing. So that's gonna be Lecro taking Denny's era out. He gets the plant here. He's not aware of the Heaven player. That's gonna be Anarchist. P250 in hand, no AWP needed. Clean headshot to the back of the skull in round number 4 in BC.Game. And as I was saying, they should be looking here for the 8 and 4, and they made it work. Last round, this might even be a 7 and 5 because last round, okay, they're gonna have money, but this is not gonna be optimal. Some players are not gonna have utility. I'm afraid. Yeah, so Shady's only gonna have a flashbang, easy AWP, so that's acceptable. He's playing with the AK, surely, but that's acceptable. Galil and then Izera, not a lot of utility as well. And then Duska prioritizes utility and he plays with the UMP. I like this buy from FORZE, even though they don't have everything that they want. They make it work on the buy, and now they're gonna rush outside. The control outside is being done once again. Spirit for the first one. Quartz gets the trade. Shady though. A lot of kills happening. That's a 3v. That's actually a 2v2. FORZE on the lower firepower. They're making it work. And this is the first rush they did this half, and they made it work. 2v1 now. Prime Taps on 10 points of health against a really strong Kuzme. 17 kills for him, and Shady as well. He's playing around Heaven. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awkward. Yeah, Kuzme takes him down. Yeah, that was always going to be awkward. They win the first half, 8 and 4, very solid. Don't get fooled by the 4 rounds of BC.Game. They were really good rounds, but don't get fooled because FORZE were on top of this match, and they brought their A game for this T side. Really strong default, really strong map control. They really choked the BC.Game here in the first half. Now let's see how they enter the second half. FORZE now defending, BC.Game attacking, and we see a different approach here. So Spirit is going to buy it, dual Barettas, Shady as well. 3 USPs and only a flashbang. So they might be looking for an aggressive play here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. 3 players going down to B ramp. Ooh, I like. Ooh, they're gonna go deep. They're gonna go very aggressive. I like that player. Spirit with the first one. He's being very aggressive. The player on Hut as well going along, but Shady gets the double. That leaves him on the 2v2. Dual Barettas out of the play. And that's going to be Lecro and Anarchist finding 2 kills as well. They turned around to their side. There's going to be a 2v1. Kuzmi on the other side. And I don't know. On the 2v1, I feel like if you want to have a player for the 2v1 clutch on the pistol, you want to have Kuzmi at this point. He's 18 kills in. He's gonna flash. Anarchist here, off angle. This is really good. Lecro is on the support. Ooh, clean headshot though from Lecro. And this was really important. They have the chance here to try and step up a little bit and try and close the score. This was an 8-4, 8-5 going in now. They might have the chance to make it at 8-6 at least. Depending on what FORZE wants to do here, we might be looking at an 8-7. I wouldn't say the force here for FORZE would be bad. They have some room to breathe, but they choose to go the more conservative way. They want to have the full buy round as soon as possible. It's only shady buying, and this is a different approach from what BC.Game did. Surely we're in a different stage of the game, but considering that the rounds up from each team apart, they're about the same as in the first half. I like this approach from FORZE. Spirit making the aggressive play. He's gonna get mollied here. He's gonna burn a lot. It's gonna be 24 points of health for him. That's 3 players there on Secret, if I'm not wrong. Checking it for the first one. Kuzme though, double headshot. He takes down 2 players from BC.Game. And now Quartz finding 2 of his own as well. Shady trying to run him down. He finds the 1. Wait a second, then he ever finds another one. If he retrieves a gun, he's on 7 points of health though. Okay. BC.Game, actually no, FORZE made this dream a little bit, but at the end, BC.Game still get the round. They made the round a lot more interesting, but unfortunately, the USPs were not enough to take down the last player. 6 on the board for BC.Game. Now we're gonna have a first full buy for FORZE. And that's why I said I like that approach. Even the force wouldn't be too bad because they had some room to breathe there. Even if they force, we could be looking at the 8-7, so they would still have the full buy next round at least, so they could make it work. But they chose to have the full buy earlier. Shady though on the side of FORZE getting the first kill. AWP outside as well, if I'm not wrong. He's playing on Heaven, so he got the player on Cross. As BC.Game are still trying to look to cross down to Secret. There's one player in Garage. That's Denny Zera. He's not going to hear a whole lot. Wait, where's number... Okay, Shady's playing on B side. This HUD on... The vertical HUD sometimes is tricky. So don't get fooled by where number 5 on the radar is. He's not playing outside. He's playing on B side. I think it's just on the border of ramps, if I'm not wrong. BC.Game now try and stop the game. They have 1-man disadvantage against this 5-man lineup on the defensive FORZE. So I'll be looking for the 8-7. Actually, if they win this one, they might have a chance at the 8-8, but I might be wrong here because of the economy and the loss bonus. They get control of the Secret side and even a free path to single. Quartz here, he might lose the timing. Oh, actually no, Kuzme is playing inside the side. 20 seconds to go. And BC.Game are still trying to go for something. Quartz is going to go with a flashbang. He's going to come up Vance. The flashbang is not good. Dusha and Spirit get the 2 kills. That leaves only Kakanito in prime taps. They're going to run down the side player. That's Dushka going down. Prime taps finding another one. 2v2, 2 seconds left. The bomb plan is not going to be good. And so is not going to be the round. That's the 9th on the board for FORZE. BC.Game, unfortunately, they took too long. The flashbang from Quartz, that was a little bit awkward. That flashbang was to flash the Heaven player. And I'm assuming you wanted to flash the Heaven player and you wanted to try your chances on the 2v1 against the HUD player. But unfortunately, you picked a little bit too early. He saw his head and he decapitated Quartz. 9th on the board for FORZE. BC.Game, they have to play an awkward round once again. They force as well. So that's 2 AKs and pistols all around for the remaining 3 players. For FORZE, they're playing 3 MP9s and 2 M41S. Aim for A1S, that's what I mean. It's hard to talk sometimes. They made the aggressive play on lobby. Shady got the first one. And that's very important to get the first one with the MP9 as well, because he's the AWP, so he wants to get a little bit more economy here. Try and being the op as soon as possible. And that's one of the AKs going down from BC.Game as well. So I don't know what they want to do here. They're trying to do the same approach as FORZE did. Trying to control the outside, maybe try and clear a path towards Evan. But they're very grouped up. I don't like this approach from BC.Game. Because if somebody finds them, there's a chance for a multi-kill. They cross down to Secret. And that's going to be Kuzme put up to the test here. He's playing on Breaking Bad. He hears a lot of players. He's going to try and pass the test. He passes the test with flying collars. That's 2 kills for him. Anarchist taking him down finally, though. But that's going to be a little bit too late, I think, because that leaves him on a 4v2. Prime taps with the AK. He has to get a kill here to make it work. He's the first player to get taken down, and Anarchist is going to fold as well. That's going to be a clean B-side retake, and 10th on the board. 10 second defuse as well. But that's going to be the 10th round on the board for FORZE. They break the double digit first. And even on the CT side, they're looking really damn good. Now let's take a look at some of the replays so far. So FORZE gets the 10th round first, and BC.Game now, they have to play only pistols. Once again, like I don't wanna be saying that their economy decisions are being really bad this game, but I'm afraid they're being a little bit weird. For example, round 16, they bought 2 AKs and some pistols. I think that round was supposed to be an hero AK round, so only 1 AK on one player, maybe the one that's fragging the most, prime taps. He's looking really strong on this nuke, even though his team is losing. I'd like to see an hero AK and then 4 pistols to try and overwhelm a player, but they chose to full buy, so it's weird. This time they have to play Glocks. They get the first gun to the B ramp player. Kuzme finds another one to advantage. He's playing a really strong position here. Kuzme is gonna have the whole round on his hand. They tried to make it a round interesting BC.Game, but unfortunately FORZE are looking really strong right now. That's the 11th for them. And now that's gonna be a full buy round for round number 18. AWP available on Anarchist as well. But if they lose this one, they get put on the match point. Actually, map point here. And I think they still have some money for next round because they're gonna be on the max loss bonus stage. But it's still gonna be awkward because they're gonna have to play Mac 10s and maybe a Galil. An AK if you're lucky. But you're still gonna have to play 6 match points. Or map points because you're playing a best of 3, but nonetheless. But first, let's concentrate on round number 18. See what BC.Game trying to bring here. FORZE are still playing with the same setup. 2 players towards the outside. Actually, only Denizera this time on the outside. He's gonna try and get some information. He knows there's at least 1 player here. He knows they're trying to cross. I'm pretty sure, or he has the assumption that they're trying to cross here. FORZE haven't reinforced B. So I don't know if they believe this possibility. But that's going to be 3 players walking down Secret, only 1 staying up top, and that's going to be the AWP and Shady. He might be trying to look here for the entry. But if he misses the shot, he's surely going to lose that AWP. And that AWP was going to be really important for the retake, or for the post plant here. He finally crosses down Secret. That's going to be a 5-man cross down Secret. 4-man actually, because 1 player stays at the top as well, still in the lobby, trying to lurk, trying to get the rotation of players. Quartz though, he's going to be the first one to get taken down. Duska playing here on ramp. He gets the cross on glasses. Bomb is planted with no big risk here for BC.Game though. They have to have a flawless post plant. Prime taps gets the player on rotation. He's trying to hunt still. That's the AWP. Shady going down. 4v4 still, though. If Prime Taps gets taken down here, it might be awkward. Two players getting taken down from BC.Game. Lekra, though, he has to frag now. He's playing on side. He's completely alone. Now, okay, now he's really alone. Double kill, though, coming in from Lekra, coming up huge. 180-degree turn, and the headshot on Kuzmi as well. Coming up huge. Lekra getting the round solo for his team. Alone on the 1v3. Let's take a look at that freaking replay. Oh my, is it hot in here? Guys, is it just me or is it hot in your house as well? Holy mo! After that 3 kill from Lekra, I don't know, man. The temperature just rose, just rised a little bit. At least in my room. I don't know about yours. Nonetheless, they make it work on the post plant. Lekra left alone. Insane triple kill for him. 11-7 is the scoreline right now. Reminder, this is FORZE pick on Nuke. BC.Game survive another round. They don't allow the map points just yet. FORZE still get the buy though. They still have money for this round. I'm afraid if they lose this one, they're gonna have on a soft. They're gonna have to go on a soft reset. The BC.Game are doing the same approach. This time a little bit different, little variant. So that's going to be 3 players out approaching the outside, 2 players going on lobby. Lekra gets the flashbang. They get to go on main. But that's going to be a quick 3 kill from FORZE. 2v3 now. Anarchiz and Kakanito for BC.Game left alone. As Kuzme finds Anarchiz. So that's going to be Kakanito left alone. 14 kills for him. He's feeling a little bit off on this D side here. That's gonna be the clean kill, actually. Okay, he gets the timing onto Spirit. He gets the kill, 2v1. And Kuzme says he doesn't want and have anything to do with Kakarito there. Especially because the time is running down, so he's not gonna have time for anything. And that's the second round that BC.Game lose. Because of timing. Or off of the timer, I'd say. Time running down, 2 rounds going down, and that's going to be as well the map point for this first map of the best of 3 picked by FORZE here on this Nuke, and 12 rounds on the board. They're looking very dominant, even though BC.Game showed some signs of life. They're still looking very dominant on their map pick. And for this possible last round, BC.Game are not going to have any money. So that's going to be 4 pistols for them, 2 Deagles, 2 Tech 9s, and a little saved up from Kakanito from last round. Denny's ever finding their early kill as well. I don't know if they're going to be able to make this work. FORZE are playing a very... They're playing the same setup once again. BC.Game, they did the same thing again. They had 2 players going for outside control, 3 players for lobby. They might be looking for the B ramp hit. They have to deal with Duska though. If the timing is good, might get a kill here. A lot of utility going down. Yeah, the timing is good. Anarchiz is gonna get the first kill. Support from Hell. That's Shady. He gets some shots onto Anarchiz. Not gonna be good for taking him down. But Kuzme though, he deals the final blow. He gets seen. Kakanito gets the kill here. He makes the round interesting. 3v3. Still very possible for BC.Game as Denizero is going to try and activate here. He gets the first one. He's going for the second spray transfer. Not good enough for the last kill. But eventually with the USB, he gets it. Kakanito left alone. 1v3 once again. This time on the post plant situation. He gets mollied off. This is going to be awkward. The defuse kit is available. Shady is supporting the smoke heave, and he's going to try and open this up. This one is going to be awkward. Yeah, he had to go for the defuse player. He's not going to be good for the 1v3. To the second map of this FORZE reload and BC Game best of 3. First map was won on a very dominant 13-7 by FORZE Reload. Unfortunately, BC Game were not strong enough to overcome what FORZE threw at them on that nuke. Let's see what they do here on this Mirage. This is their map pick, and they felt very comfortable against Viperio in this Mirage. Now, on first round, pistol round, BC Game are going to start attacking. FORZE chose to start CT. They're doing a block play, so they're grouped up. They're doing a contact B, but they've already threw a grenade at least. That's going to be a lot of chip damage. Not even chip damage. We can actually call that a lot of freaking damage onto Kuzma with those grenades. I'm sure those were at least 2 grenades. That's going to be 46 HP for the remainder of this round for Kuzma. As BC Game now, they went B. They did the contact B, and it wasn't good because Kuzma stopped them. So now they're trying to change their approach and go into A with one player going underpass. That's going to be Kakanito. But A side is already reinforced. 3 players. Crossfires have to be really good here. They're playing 1 under Palace, 1 Sandwich, and 1 CT. 35 seconds to go. They're just waiting on Kakanito here, I assume. They have no... Actually, they have a flashbang on Lekro. They're gonna run. They're gonna jump. Anarchist for the first one. He's gonna go down. Spirit. A lot of trades going in. And BC Game are just going down. Only 2 players left. Lekro and Kakanito. The Kakanito activates from Connector. He gets the kill. Lekro with the banger headshot onto the CT player as he tries to take down Kuzma, and he does as well. BC Game with the first round on their map pick. It was looking a little bit weird, especially on the late rotation, but they made it work. Round number 2 underway. First round decisions from BC Game was actually good. It was looking a little bit weird, especially for me, because from the outside you get the clear picture of what's going on in the map, and I was afraid they were not going to be able to do that approach on A with 3 players reinforcing from FORZE. But nonetheless, they proved me wrong. They were able to do so. 1-0 so far, and FORZE are not going to force. Wait, what? Okay, my brain messed up. FORZE and FORZE. Okay, that's weird. That's the tongue twister right there. But they're not gonna... FORZE are not gonna force. And BC Game here might be looking at a clean round. They have to take some information here. 3 players going up. Cat or short. Kakanito for the double kill. It's important not to lose a lot of weapons here. And so far, they're gonna start farming. Kakanito might be looking here for the 4K. He sees a player on bench. That's gonna be Prime Taps farming a little bit. So Prime Taps farm 600. Anarchist 600 as well. That's going to be the clean run for BC Game. And FORZE finally are going to come in with the full assault rifle round, or full by round. Let's see if they give an answer early on in this game, or if it starts to be a little bit of a snowball for BC Game. We do have a pause here. I'm assuming it's going to be tactical. But BC Game entering this Mirage really well. This is their map pick. Against Viperio, they have a very dominant Mirage. And surely they're looking forward to doing the same thing here against FORZE. Pause time is over. We're about to get underway for round number 3. BC Game are playing a bonus round, so they're not going to buy a lot. They only bought utility. 3 Mac-10s, 2 AKs. From the side of FORZE, they're playing with the MP9 and the 4 M4s. Let's see if they win this one. They should. They have the best firepower here, but BC Game know that as well. And they're just going to run him down. They know it's only Kuzma defending here on Van. They're going to run him down. The Mac-10's going in. The flashbang was really good, but Kuzma and Duska make it work. 2 kills for them. Only 1 in trade. Duska's still alive. He gets taken down now by Prime Taps. Shady on the trade. That's a 3v2. Make it a 3v1. Prime Taps alone. He was looking really good on Nuke. And now he gets put up to the test. The first one is good, and he gets traded by Shady, though. AWP getting his hands dirty, and he gets the first on the board for FORZE. That was expected. That was a bonus round for BC.Game. Now both teams are gonna have a full buy. Let's see how that one goes. Ruska and Kuzma played it really well. Even when overwhelmed, they played it really well there. I'm pretty sure the flashbang only flashed Kuzma because Duska was playing around pillar, so maybe it was a little bit covered on that flashbang. Now full buy round for both teams, only Kuzma with the MP9 still. He had to reinvest again. In BC.Game now, doing a little bit of a default variant. 3 players taking top mid control, 1 player on underpass, and 1 player doing B control. That's prime taps. FORZE reload, still doing the same setup. 2-1-2. That's Danny Zero playing around mid as well. That's Quartz now pushing through underpass. The utility damage is a lot, 23 points of health for him, but Kakanito though, activating on short, gets the kill onto the ladder player. That leaves him on a 5v4. Quartz still very low. Kuzma, they know he's been playing around Van, so surely they suspect that he might be playing on this position. As we start to approach the final moments of the round, 35 seconds left, Kuzma has been seen. They have to suspect he might still be playing around here. MP9 is really strong at close range, so if he takes down 1 here, I'd say he's good for the rotation player to actually come in, but he's not going to even be good for 1. He gets taken down right away from prime taps, and this might be looking for a save. The first save of the series, actually, for FORZE, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they're going to save this one. This one's going to be a BC.Game round once again. They started this map out really well. Really good decisions, not rushing it, playing it very slow. Methodical, I'd say. They're making it work. And they have the players to do so as well. Sometimes when you have a very dominant loss on a map like Nuke, doesn't even matter if it's Nuke or other map. A dominant loss, it's really weird to try and mental reset for the second map of the best of 3. And sometimes players go in a negative snowball. But I'd say the players from BC.Game, they actually have the right players to try and reset. Lycro is an insane player, Kakanito as well. Anarches, he still made it work on Nuke whenever their team needed, even though they lost. And Prime Taps was just a machine on Nuke. 3-1 the scoreline right now. BC.Game still ahead of the score. FORZE still have a bye for this round. But if they lose this one, I think they're going to have to go on a soft reset. So that's going to be pistols next round. Maybe a hero M4 or a hero assault rifle. This time, a change of approach from FORZE. There's going to be 4 men on mid. Ooh, I like the setup. 2 players down bottom, and 2 players up on short. There's going to be 3 men retake on top mid, and that's going to be good for BC.Game. That's going to be quick kills coming in from the squad. And that leaves Kuzma alone, the B anchor, MP9 in hand. Not a lot to do here. As A side is controlled as well by Prime Taps. He went on ramp control. Or ramp approach, and he got A for his team as well. That's going to be a Kuzma save once again. He might try and look to take one of those assault rifles on short. He has a smoke to try and do so as well. I don't know if he wants to risk it. He has the Kevlar as well. He's been the sacrificial lamb here for FORZE. He's been playing MP9 all rounds. He's a B player as well, so he can make it work. Very close range there on Van where he's playing, but it's not optimal. I'm pretty sure Quartz already heard him exactly. He's going to get the kill, so no saves allowed for FORZE this round. And that's going to be a clean round for BC.Game. I like that mid control. They knew they were late to mid control. And the flashbang was on point. Let's take a look at some of the replays for last round. But I really like the adaptation from FORZE as well. They knew they were losing the battle on mid. So they chose to do a different setup. 2 players up on short and 2 players playing contact off of short's players' contact, I should say. So 2 players on short and 2 players playing off of their contact. And actually, it could have worked, but the retake on top mid from BC.Game was just too damn good. The flashbang completely flashed the first contact down on mid. So it was really good. Okay, this is interesting from FORZE though. They lost last round, so they have to play pistols like I was predicting. But they choose to play with the Euro AWP. You don't see this every day. Usually you see the Euro AK or the Euro M4. The casual Euro FAMAS as well. But an Euro AWP, you don't see a lot of these. And he's playing on short and support as well, so he's going to get taken down. They're going to see the AWP. Now they have to be wondering, did they force? Or are they playing with pistols? No room for wonder here now, because they get 3 players really quick. That's going to be Danny Zera left alone. Kakanito still just preventing them from getting, or preventing Danny Zera from trying to get the AWP as well. Clean round for BC.Game. No player gets taken down. Very strong. Even the AWP upgrade for Anarchist as well for free. Kakanito got it. And they're still gonna buy this round FORZE. They play pistol, so they have money for this one. Only Shady. Actually, Shady has the money as well. Who dropped the AWP? I'm curious. Huh. I'm not too sure who dropped the AWP last round. Because the person that dropped the AWP last round, surely he was not gonna have a lot of money here. Maybe it was Duska? I'd say either Duska or Spirit. I'd say. Nonetheless, they're going to be able to buy the AWP once again. Not a lot of utility to play around with, but a lot of smokes for early contacts from BC.Game. Now, I don't know if they want to spend the smokes right away, or if they want to wait for the contact, because BC.Game have been playing heavily around mid. They have not been showing themselves very early around the sides of the map, B side and A side on ramp contact and apps contact. They've been playing this slowly, so I don't know if they want to. Yeah, they're not going to waste the smokes right away. Shady's going to play off of the first contact. He's playing alone here on B, so he really needs to get the first kill. This is nerve-wracking. That's 3 players on apps. You're just waiting. It's like when you're in an arena and something happens and the silence is so powerful because you're just expecting that first contact. You don't know what's going to happen. Kakanito might lose the timing here on the player on connector, but that's smoked off by FORZE as well to prevent the contact on connector, so he has a clean pass onto short. Oh boy, I'm nervous. He misses the shot, Shady. They know he's playing here now with the AWP. They're going to try and overwhelm him. Short is taken as well. Although Danny Zera, he gets the contact there, Kakanito gets taken down. And now it's more possible for FORZE once again, but they're gonna run him down. Kuzma gets the first, Anarchist takes down Duska. Shady's still on side. He hasn't been taken down. He's playing on backside. Lekko gets another one. He's going after his head. And he gets Shady as well, but Denny's takes him down. That's a 2v2. 30 seconds to go. Bomb has not been planted yet. That's a 2v1 now because Prime Taps finds Danny Zera. That's all in Spirit now. 2 kills for him so far. Not the strongest. They're going to do a double pick. Prime Taps with a tap. 1 tap onto Spirit. And another round for BC.Game. Very strong. I like what they're doing here on this Mirage. This is their comfort map, so it seems. Against Viperia, they were looking really good. Against this FORZE Reload squad, they're looking really good, especially after that nuke flop for BC.Game. The nuke was picked by FORZE as well, so it's acceptable that they lost on their enemy's map pick. They picked the Mirage and they're looking very strong. I like the adaptation on the rounds. I like the exploration of all the possibilities, what they're doing. The 3-man top mid take is working most of the times, and when it's not working, they're looking for solutions. I like the adaptations coming in from BC.Game. FORZE is looking for some really good ideas on the CD setups when they need to as well to try and surprise. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, but at the end of the rounds, so far it's going BC.Game's way. Round number 8 has already started a long time ago. One kill going down though. It's Shady, the one being taken down from BC.Game. So that's the entry. As they're playing with the Eero M4 as well on Denizera. Ramp take now. The flash is really good from Spirit. Duska with a clean headshot onto Prime Taps. And he's gonna get a lot of information. BC.Game might find themselves boxed in on mid, but okay, short is clear. It's gonna be Kuzme, the B anchor. He pushed all the way through apps, and Duska even finds the kill through the smoke. BC.Game might be looking to lose this one. Kuzme surprises. 30 seconds left. It's all in Kakanito. 8 kills for him. He's looking really strong once again here on this Mirage. He gets the first one. He knows about the apps player, but he might be surprised by the short players, and that's what happens. Spirit taking him down. Round number 2 on the board for FORZE. And now they're showing an answer. BC.Game already conquered at least the draw on the first half. They're trying to look for the 7th round to try and unlock the half win. But FORZE still have a saying of their own. Shady once again with the AWP. Lekro is gonna play up this time. Okay, we're gonna see a switch up on BC.Game. Anarchist is the AWP. But he switched it, so it might not be feeling that confident, I'd say. Lekro, he gets the kill. Never doubt the boy. And now Kakanito going in with the connector approach. He gets the kill as well after a really good round from FORZE. The answer from BC.Game is too damn strong. That's 3 kills with no answer back. Denizera and Duska left alone on the 2v5. And this might be looking for another save if they're able to. He finds a player. It's not good enough to take him down. He taps him down. It's Lekro actually. He taps Lekro down to 29 HP. But that's going to be Quartz playing deathmatch. He gets the 2 clean head taps. And no saves allowed once again for FORZE. Let's take a look at the replays for last round because that pick from Lekro was too damn good. Jesus, he even jumped on top of the couch. Jesus. And this is something you don't get to see a lot of times, actually. Lekro playing AWP. Okay, I guess that was situational. Maybe he had a spawn for B and he wanted to pick Kuzme or something. Because the AWP is back on Anarchist, so... I'm guessing that was a special play from them. And actually, if it was a special play, it was one that worked. Now, FORZE are back for the mid retake or mid control setup. 2 players up on short. Shady with the first contact. The flashbang is too good. They force Shady off the position. He tries to repick once again. No support with utility, and he gets taken down by Anarchist. Denizera though, trying to make it work. Lekro with the 2 headshots. Even 1 flashbang. Spirit answers back with 2 of his own. 2v2. They know about him. Prime Taps is going to try and take him down. He does. Kuzme left alone. B anchor once again. It seems like at the end of the round, the B anchor has to try and frag. Ford still whiffs the first half of the spray, but he eventually gets Kuzme's head off of his body. And once again, 8-2. BC.Game with the extra rounds even on the first half. Let's take a look at some of the replays. The BC.Game, even when FORZE tried to adapt, they are looking too damn strong for FORZE to stop them. And so far, it's 2 for 2. The mid setup from FORZE is not working. I wonder if they're going to try and readapt for the last round, for the last 2 rounds of the first half of Mirage. Now, it's ASAP getting put up to the test. It's Spirit, though. He gets a clean spray transfer for 3 kills. Anarchist takes him down. That's going to be a pistol round for a BC.Game as well. Or for some players, at least. And that's the 3rd round for FORZE. As they might be looking here for the 8-4. Actually, that's my bad. I thought it was a pistol round because I saw Anarchist with a Tech 9. I was so focused on what Spirit was doing that I didn't even see that. That was a full buy from BC.Game. They won. They were in the round number 10. Why wouldn't they have a full buy? I don't know. It's too early, man. It's too early, and I was too focused on the show that Spirit was putting on around default. Now they get round number 11 or round number 3 for them, and now last round of the first half, 2 players down, and Kakanito even putting up the third as well. Shady gets a clean kill onto A side, and even the utility kill onto Shady as well, or onto Prime Taps, my bad, and that leaves them on the 2v2. B side is under control. That's Kakanito. He's gonna push up. I like this play from Kakanito. He cannot be taken down here, otherwise it's gonna be awkward for Anarchist to try and push. He gets in first. He gets taken down. Careful here. You want the 9 and 3, but this might be possible for the 8 and 4. Kakanito could not have gone down there. But they're both... Wait, what? This is weird. Okay, this wasn't kind of a miscommunication, I'd say. So Duska pushed all the way from T-spawn. Actually, Shady pushed all the way from T-spawn, but Duska was still suspecting the A hit for Anarchist. He eventually plants on B, so now they have to retake. They're coming from different directions. This is going to get awkward for Anarchist with the AWP. He hurts Duska, but that's going to be Shady from Apps, though. The different connection. Shady taking Anarchist down. That's going to be the 8 and 4. Really strong first half for BC.Game. FORZE still answered back with 4 rounds, and they were really good rounds, the ones that they got. The BC.Game were really strong on T side. Let's see what they bring here on CT side, and let's see what FORZE can cook on their T side as well. First round on pistol, it's maybe... Okay, this is going to be an A hit with smoke on jungle and stairs, so that's going to be a clean path to CT. That's going to be Lecro playing there. He gets taken down immediately by Denizera, and Spirit getting the kill as well. CT control is going to be possible by FORZE. That leaves them on the 3v5. BC.Game on the back foot, as they're going to have to try and retake this. No kit available. I didn't check if Anarchist or Lecro had any kits, but I'm sure they didn't. On Nuke, they didn't buy any kits, so I'm afraid they didn't buy here any as well. They're just waiting. They're not going to retake. They're going to prioritize the save of the Kevlars, especially on Kakanito and Prime Taps. They might be looking to take 1 or 2 players here for the cash. Kakanito, he takes 1. Prime Taps takes another. He's running for the hills. And they're going to run away with the Kevlars as well. 3 Kevlars save. Pistol round for FORZE. They have the chance to close the score down here as well, try and make it a little bit better for them. Possibility of an 8 and 7 here even. Now I want to see how BC.Game approaches this. On Nuke they had weird decisions on CT side in terms of economy. Let's see how they approach here. They lost the first round. They have the Kevlars. They choose to force buy. They have some room to breathe here, so I actually like this decision to force. 2 MP9s, a Deagle on Lecro, Famas on Quartz, and SSG 08 on Anarchist. Kakanito playing the off angle really close to ramps. Prime Taps gets mollied off of Top Palace. As now, Kakanito, he's gonna try and help. He gets the first one close to ramp, he gets the second one, that's 1200 for him. Kuzma playing around connector, he gets the 1, he gets the 2. 2v3 here still. Kuzma gets another one. Kakanito makes it interesting once again. A 1v2, Kuzma alone. He's been the sacrificial lamb here for FORZE, and he's gonna get taken down as well. You win the pistol, we win the FORZE BC.Game. And that's gonna be the 9 and 5. The 3 Kevlars coming in huge as well, especially for Kakanito playing with the MP9 close range. The game punch is almost non-existential. And they make it work. So now, FORZE really are against the ropes here. They're going to play with the Hero Galil. Actually, they're full force. Okay, they're full force. 4 Deagles and the Hero Galil against the full buy from BC.Game. MP9 on Lecro. Rifles for the rest of the elements from BC.Game. looking at the map, FORZE are trying to look for a 4-man mid-control. They're going to be able to do it. 1 kill coming in from each side. Ooh, the utility damage though onto Duska leaves... Actually, not Duska, Kuzma leaves him with 16 points of health. They don't have a flashbang for Denizera to try and do this play. Anarchist is getting a lot of information here. The smoke is really good to smoke him off. Ooh, I like this, and even the approach. Okay, I thought Denizera was gonna fully push, but he wants just the AK. Shady gets another one. They're making it work so far. As now they have CT control and jungle control. This is awkward for Anarchist playing around connector. Although he still has the surprise factor here, not anymore because Spirit spots him. He gets the first kill, traded off by Spirit though. 3v2, Lecro and Quartz to try and bring this one home for BC.Game in the second and the 10th round actually. Double digit about to be broken by BC.Game, or FORZE are going to deny that one. A side is fully controlled here. If Lecro, or actually if Quartz gets a kill here, which is going to be possible, exactly. He makes the round very possible here. Kit is available on Quartz as well. They know about him, they don't know about Lecro though. He's playing inside the smoke on connector. Quartz gets another one, very important. That leaves him on the 2v1, and Lecro is going to finish off Denizera. That's going to be the double digit for BC.Game. Really well played on the retake here by Lecro and Quartz. Masterclass on the retake on the 2v3, and that's going to be the 10th round here. AWP as well and Anarchist, they have everything that they want here. FORZE are going to play with a Euro AK, and okay, they're going to FORZE? No, okay, so they're gonna play pistols and the Euro AK. Spirit dropped the AK, so he's gonna fully force. Let's see how they play it. Hero assault rifle rounds are actually, in my opinion, one of the hardest ones to win. Because if you see the AK, you never know if the remaining players, if they're playing with a full buy or like a full force, or if they're playing pistols, you never know. So you get surprised here, at least on the first contact. So the first duel, I'd say, is going to be the most important here. Let's see how they do it. They approach ramp. Anarchist for the first one. The AK is taken out of play as well. He even knows about the Palace player. Anarchist gets another one. That's going to be 3 clean for BC.Game. And even the 4th one with the utility kill. Kakanito getting taken down. Or actually taken down. FORZE's player. And that leaves Spirit alone. Tech 9 in hand. He's going to try and surprise the connector players, but he's going to get taken down with a clean headshot by Kakanito. 11th round on the board for BC.Game. They're looking really good to try and close this one early and pushing it the distance and moving it onto Anubis. That's going to be the decider if we're going to have to, or if we need it. Let's see how FORZE approaches this one now. They've seen a little bit of what BC.Game are bringing onto the table. Let's see if they do a good readjusting here or not. Spirit playing Mech 10 and 4 assault rifles. 1 Galil, 3 AKs for the remaining players. As this is looking towards an A split. 2 players, 1 on ramp, 1 on Palace, and 3 going for the mid take. BC.Game with 2 players on short. Kakanito getting the first one. It wasn't through the smoke, but it was on ramp, so this is going to be awkward for FORZE now, as 2 players going down on mid as well. Duska still finds one, but he's left alone, and he's going to get taken down by Prime Taps as well. 16 kills by 4 Prime Taps, 19 for Kakanito. Map point for BC.Game. And FORZE reload, they have to force on this one as well. They have enough money for a decent enough force, especially with a lot of utility. And if they don't win this one, which is mandatory for FORZE, we're going to go the distance and we're going to have to decide this best of 3 on the newbies. Let's see how FORZE approach this one. They have a little bit of a different variation. They're not going to go for mid control for the first time here on the second half of Mirage. They're going to go for the straight contact on B. That's going to be Lecro put up to the test. He sees a lot of players. He puts the Molotov. He has to run. He gets the timing here. Anarchist on support as well. He gets the first. Lecro for the second one. They're running on B, but they're getting taken down. B's shut down. And even Denizera getting taken down on short as well. And the round is over. The map is over as well. 13-5. BC.Game come back. Now, I haven't seen either team playing on Anubis, so this is going to be a first for me as well. But all I know is that both teams are very warmed up, so this is going to be interesting. FORZE won the knife, so they chose to start on CT side. Very curious decision. Usually teams like to play T side on the newbies because it's so T sided this map. But they choose to start CT. Different approach now. FORZE going in for the aggressive play, but it's completely shut down. Lycro for 2 and Prime taps for 1. That leaves them on a 4v2. Even Kozmi getting taken down, and Kakanito is going to finish off Spirit. So multi-fragging happening here, and Kakanito, even with the 2 kills with the P250, that's going to guarantee him the AK with the Kevlar as well. Very strong pistol run from BC.Game. FORZE tried to do an aggressive approach. I think it was 3 men from mid, and 2 men from one from connector and one from electrical, and the other one from B main. Unfortunately, they were shut down very early. Now, second round, full eco from FORZE. Only Duska buying the deagle. They're gonna try and set up a trap on mid. BC.Game with map control as well. They have to try and avoid this one. Trying to look for information here. The first player getting tagged at target. I'm not sure that was from a deagle, I think. Okay, FORZE now. They did the first contact, so they tagged Anarchiz. So they're gonna fully rotate. They're gonna try and approach A main this time. Prime Taps though, getting put up to the test. He's gonna farm a lot. That's 3 quick kills from Prime Taps. Duski and Denizera still get 2 kills here. Denizera retrieves the AK. This one is important to keep here, and he's running for the hills. As 3 players from BC.Game still have the control of the round, they're gonna plant on B, and this might be the end of the round here. As Denizera is just trying to look to keep that AK. Very well done by BC.Game here on the second round. Not rushing things or looking for the information. They get the information on mid. They still don't rush. And they let him come to them. They let FORZE come to them. That's what I meant. So final ticks on the bomb. That's going to be round number 2 for BC.Game. FORZE are going to have a full buy next round as well. Prime Taps and Kakanito, unfortunately, they're gonna have to reinvest. Like with the Galil, he might. Okay, it's not gonna drop to anyone. So we're gonna have a full buy for both teams now. Let's take some of the highlights from the pistol in the second round as well. Pretty sure 1 or 2 players of FORZE, they didn't have enough money. I think they're gonna have to play MP9s. Okay, actually no. Okay, so they're gonna have more than enough money. Denizera still drops 1. If I'm not wrong. Duski going down to 0 as well. Okay, let's see how FORZE approach this first buy round. The defensive setup is 3 on B, 1-1 with a rotational player. Not even rotating, so they're gonna give up mid control now. 2 players playing towards A, 3 players towards B. Now they're going to do the aggressive play to try and get some info here. Probably the backstab as well by 1 player. And now it's going to be Shady, the one rotating free for the rotation. He's going to be playing around Museum here. B is conquered by FORZE. But this is looking for an A split here. Duska for the first one. They have to get a multi-kill here. And then Denizera gets the double. Lekro with the double of his own as well on the other side. It's going to be a 3v2 now. A side controlled. Bomb is not on their back. Where's the... Okay, Bomb is on main. So they have to retrieve that one as well. This is awkward for BC.Game here. They'll have to leave position. Kakanito is put up on the spot here. He gets taken down by Kuzme. 30 seconds left. Bomb is now on Lekro's back, but I think he might be looking to try and save this one. Or not? Okay, is he gonna try and go for this one here? 57 points of health. He's gonna try and approach this one. He doesn't know about anyone. He's gonna run. He's gonna try and clear as fast as he can. This is a good plant here, but he's gonna get activated, and that's gonna be Shady. No fear in his eyes. He takes down Lekro, and that's gonna be the first on the board finally for FORZE. The full buy goes their way. BC Game. They don't have the best economy this time, so they're perhaps gonna play on a weird buy. They choose to fully force. Lekro has 4,500, so he's gonna be able to buy the AK as well. So that's gonna be 4 assault rifles, only 1 Tech 9 for prime taps. Considering they didn't have the best economy, this is still a very competent buy, and one that can still steal around for BC Game. Let's see how they approach this one. Once again, map control early on. FORZE is doing the same setup, 3-1-1. Let's see if Shady this time opts to rotate early, or if they're just trying to reinforce the B side with 3 players. Slowly walking up mid. He sees the first player. That's going to be Denny Zero on the back foot. He gets one still, traded by Lekro. 4v4. Even on the back foot, he's good for the first one. That is an important kill. Now, rotation from 2 players coming in from B. As Lekro gets mid control. The smoke is good as well. They have a decision to make here. 2 players playing on the border of that smoke. It's going to be Shady and Spirit. And now they're trying to get the read here. They didn't approach mid. Spirit got all the information, so they're going to go back to the default setup. 4 men, so they're going to split in teams of 2 or groups of 2. 2 players towards A, 2 players towards B. They're playing here shoulder by shoulder, trying to clean all of the angles that they can. They have information that nobody's in electrical, but this is going to be a B main pop. They have no smokes. They only have 1 flashbang and 1 Molotov. They're going to run out of B main. He gets the first one. That's Anarchist. As now it's a 3v4 here. 1 player on the electrical. Shady trying to gather up with Spirit. And Duska on long. Duska has to get 1 here if he gets the chance. This electrical retake, it has to be good. They know about the player, but Anarchist with a clean headshot with the Galil. Galil is super strong here. It's just like an M4A4. Is really strong on short context or like close combat, I'd say. And as another player gets taken down, they're gonna run. They're gonna try and save these weapons for next round. BC Game answers back. That was a damn good answer here. And once again, it's like we're seeing the same thing that we saw in Mirage. Not rushing rounds, knowing what they want to do, taking methodical decisions. They had mid control. They could have just easily gone camera and gone for A, but they chose to. Okay, we have mid control. We have the early kill. We're on a 4v4. The advantage is on our side because 4v4 is always T-sided. So let's take a step back. Let's try and reassess all of our options. Let's try and figure out what we want to do. And eventually they chose to do the B main pop. That was a good decision and it worked out. 3 rounds for BC Game. Now the answer coming back from FORZE. That's the double player, aggressive play on A main. And that is good as well. That's 3 kills in a row, 2 for Duska. And that's going to leave BC Game now very early in the round. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go still on a 2v5. No answer back. Anarchist and Quartz. This is one of those rounds that if either they get like some kills here or this is a quick save here for BC Game. But FORZE are not going to give him anything. Look at the setup. They're just playing very conservatively, not even going to re-aggress on any side of the map. They're just waiting it out. 1 minute left. And they're approaching A main, so they still want to go for this one. They're going to have money after this one either way. So they want to go. 2 players approaching A main. That's Anarchist and Quartz. Quartz gets the first one. Second one is clean as well. He gets taken down to 12 points of health. Anarchist is still very healthy though. 3 plants. Utility is good. Anarchist is going to try and play conservative as well. Okay, they're going to try and play together for the trades here. That's the 2v3. So you're going to have to do a multi-kill here. That's going to have to be on Quartz. He gets taken down through camera smoke. And then because I think he made a lot of noise here on the side. He spots the first play. He's good for the first one. He gets away with it, but he gets taken down by Danny Zera on the retake through heaven. And that's going to be the answer back from FORZE. The aggressive plays early on in the round, they were good. And even the retake on the 2v3, that was good. That's the second one for FORZE. What a great round by this team. We gotta give it to Quartz though. He made his team dream about it. Those 2 kills were very clean. Now round number 6, Anarch is coming in with the AWP this time. He gets the early kill onto mid. That's the mid player going down, and they might be looking for an A control once again, or an A split, as Prime Taps gets another kill as well. The aggressive play coming in from FORZE 2 times in a row, but this time Prime Taps is ready for it. He just waits for them and he gets the double kill. He gets rewarded for the patience. As now there's duels across through electrical, trying to spam that smoke, but the A side is fully controlled. And FORZE might be looking to save these 2 guns as well. That's Kuzma and Spirit, the B players. But this time, I would like to see BC.Game trying to go on a hunt. But they don't have that much money as well, so they're not going to try and hunt. Only Lekro, actually it's Kakadito, Galil in hand. He gets the position here, so it might be good for 1 kill at least. Double setup from FORZE to try and save these weapons. Very strong round for BC.Game as well. Anarchist with the entry was very important on this one. Spirit still takes down Kakanito. BC.Game, at this point, I'd say BC.Game cannot go hunt because they don't have that much money. So it would be very important for them not to lose that many weapons, especially if they want to build up some economy here. And they get smoked off, that's exactly what they're going to do. There's going to be the 2-man save from FORZE. But nonetheless, a really great round from BC.Game. Made possible by the entry from Anarch. He cleaned up mid. They know they're playing with only 1 player on mid. So BC.Game might try to exploit that area a little bit more further down. Or moving forward in this game. It's only Danny Zera, the one playing there. If he gets taken down, the rest of the team crumbles a little bit. Once again, Anarchist taking down Kuzma this time. He knows this is not the player that usually plays around mid, so he has to suspect about the second one. He's still looking. Smoke on mid though, this time from Danny Zera to push Anarchist off of that area. Kakanito has electrical control, so he might ask his team to go for a B split. But he's playing really well on the lurker side as well. There's shoulder by shoulder. The timing though, Shady 5-7 in hand. He gets the kill. That makes it a 4v4. And the gun retrieved as well. Two kills coming in from BC.Game though. Once again, trying to exploit mid. Lekro with a dual kill as well. That's a double kill for him. Not B-side, mid control taken. As Shady now, he's trying to compensate, he's trying to push, but Prime Taps is aware of this possibility. He takes him down. 5th round on the board for BC.Game. They're looking really good, and this round was one for the books, that's for sure. They played it really well. Like we've seen on Mirage on last map, BC.Game are really approaching these ones very slowly. They're not rushing it. I like that Anarchist has a lot of awareness on this round because he took down Kuzma on mid, but he knows that it's not Kuzma the one that is playing around mid, so he has a lot of awareness to stick around mid and trying to look for the second guy, which eventually it does not find. This time though, AWP gets taken down last round, so Anarchist has to play with the Mac 10. He had enough money for AWP, not a lot of utility if you wanted. He chose to go the more conservative way than trying to build some economy here. Lekro had 7k on the bank, so they might try to do a special here. A little bit of a different pacing, as Anarchist is the one taking control of Aim in this time. He gets the smoke. This is going to be a pistol round. Actually, okay, no. Okay, he didn't buy the AWP just because this is a pistol round for FORZE. This shows a lot of awareness on the economy. This is really good for BC.Game. They're going to try to farm here, not lose a lot of weapons. Micro gets taken down, but Quartz is playing deathmatch at this point. He gets 3 kills for him. He's going to look for the closer here on Suduska. But this shows very good awareness from BC.Game's players. Because I was not understanding why they wouldn't buy AWP on this round. But I wasn't looking at what FORZE was doing, and FORZE had a USP round, so why would you buy an AWP against a pistol round, right? Really good awareness from BC.Game. Now they're gonna come in with the AWP. Kakanito with the max in still, as this is gonna be a full buy round for both teams as well. BC.Game gets 6, so the draw is on the table already for BC.Game as they're trying to win this first half. AWP is not possible on FORZE's side. Have they played with Yop still on the CT side? I might be wrong here, but I don't think I've seen Shady with the AWP still. Not a lot of economy as well on their side to play around, but nonetheless, they haven't been playing with Yop, I think. 2 kills coming in early from BC.Game as well. They're rushing the B side, and they completely... It's wide open at this point. They got 2 clean kills, so they have full control of B side. It's Dushka trying to make the aggressive play on River. He gets the first one. He has to retake Electrical here, though. He's able to do it, but he's going to get smoked off here. Plays in front of the smoke. Is not good for the kill. They open up. He gets the kill on the last bullet onto Quartz. He makes it a 3v3. Very possible still. The bomb is ticking down. And Prime Tap shuts down the Electrical player, so they don't have to worry about that one. But then is Zera, though, fragging 2. Shady tags along. He gets another one. And the retake, very possible. FORZE gets another round. That's going to be the 3rd one. And all of this was just because the player playing around side from BC.Game, he suspected a double contact on the Electrical after taking down the first player. So Prime Taps took down the first player. He was expecting the second one. There was nobody home, and it was a really good retake by Denizera and Shady. Now let's take a look at some of the replays here. This was a really good retake. And I'm going to let you guys know when the round went wrong in the after plan. So basically here, Dushka takes down the player. And then here, Prime Taps takes down 1, but they've been doing the retakes with 2 men Electrical, so he suspected it. But they came from the other side. There was no one home on that Electrical side. And that's where the round went wrong on the post plan for Prime Taps. This time, though, Kakanito approaching Electrical very early in the round, 1 minute 30 still left. He gets the first kill, and he makes the B players enter panic mode. As now, Prime Taps says swap, I don't know. It's hard sometimes to talk, but he got himself through the smoke. He gets taken down, though. No impact from him. That's 2 players going down for BC.Game, only 1 enhancer. That's Kuzme taken down from Kakanito. As now they're going a different approach. It's Lekro once again, getting mid-control. And they're going to try and do an A-pop with 1 player on camera and 2 players coming down A main. Lekro sees the first one. He gets seen as well, so he's going to get smoked off. Is he going to try and cross beach here, though? He's not. So a player come... Ooh, I don't like this approach from Denizera. He's trying to get some information here, but he's going to get taken down. And that makes it a lot more weird and possible. Because Dushka has to multi-frag here. He gets the first one. He knows about Lekro. He sprays him down. He runs out of bullets. Quartz on the other side, though. Bomba's not being planted yet. He gets taken down by Dushka's USP. That leaves it all on Lekro. That's awkward. Then Spirit takes him down as well. 4th for FORZE. They're trying to look to draw the CT side. 6 and 6. We're gonna take a look at the replays because I actually really want to take a look at the replays as well, because this was awkward. So right here, Lekro takes a really good kill here. I like his misses his shot, but that is awkward. Yeah, that is awkward. Quartz completely whiffs. Unlucky for Quartz. He's been looking really good across these best of 3 as well, so that's really unlucky. Nonetheless, FORZE gets the 4th round, and they're looking to try and tie this one up. BC.Game are trying to look for the 8 and 4. Shady this time, coming in with Yop. He gets it from Anarchist as well. I think this is the first time we see Shady with Yop, so they're trying to do a different type of round. Two players aggressive play on B main, and that's going to leave Spirit on a really good position. Aggressive on B main. BC game, they're forced, so they're playing 3 AKs, 1 Galil, 1 Deagle. As they try to take map control once again, very slowly. FORZE are adapting. Two players trying to retake mid. And Kuzme, double kill for him on a very aggressive position on the dual setup with Spirit. That's gonna leave Prime Taps and Quartz to try and solve this one up. 11th round for this third map of this best of 3. Spirit takes another one down. Prime Taps tries to compensate and tries to do something here, but he's gonna get taken down. No money for BC game. They're gonna have to force this round for the last round of the first half. It's gonna be a weird one. Prime Taps went all in on the B side, but saving that IQ would not be a bad decision. Six and 5. Best case scenario for BC.Game would be the 7 and 5. FORZE are looking to draw this one up. That is looking like a really competent CT side, especially on the newbies. The most T-sided map of this map pool right now. But it's looking really good so far for FORZE. Double smoke. Actually, 3 smokes on B side. One in the museum, one to smoke off Gross. And Kuzmi made the progression smoke to cover Ninja as well. He gets the first one. That's a clean headshot. Two being taken down. 3 players actually down for BC game, even the 4th. That leaves Prime Taps alone, 1v5 for the last round of the first half. He gets headshotted by Spirit. That's going to be the 6 and 6. This was a very competent CT side from FORZE as they're looking to try and win this best of 3 on their T side. Now, just a reminder, this is the decider of this best of 3 between Ancient and the newbies. This was picked by BC Game to go in newbies. The 9th round was won by FORZE, and they chose to start CT side. And what a competent CT side they had. Now, BC Game are going to try and prove they have a good CT side of their own as well, as they try to defend this newbies from the offensive coming in from FORZE. The FORZE are on the best side to try and close this one out. Prime Taps with the dual bullet is playing close to B main. But FORZE is on the other side of the map. That's a slow wall cup of 4 men on mid. One containing aim and push. That's going to be Shady. He's going to get the angle here. Position from Anarchist is really good. This is all about timing. Anarchist gets the clean headshot onto Shady. 4 men walking up mid. As now they split. This is going to have to be the B hit. They're going to try and close this one out on B. Quartz and Prime Taps, they're aware of this possibility. They go on electrical. As Kakarito gets some more information. Now they're going to wrap up. BC Game players, they're fully boxed in, but they get the kill into Prime Taps. And the bomb plant as well. Kuzma gets another one. And Quartz is fully overwhelmed here. He gets one, but he gets traded. 2v3 now on the retake. No kit available. Shield on Kakanito. He gets taken down by Duskon Museum. And Kuzme is going to apply the final dagger to the heart of this BC Game squad. 7th round for FORZE. Pistol round goes their way. Let's see how BC Game approaches this one. Are they going to force buy? On Nuke, they did force buy. But when they force buy on the 2nd round of their CT side, They started going on a weird cycle of force buys, and that was not good for them. We saw Famaz there from Quartz, so they were thinking about it. Surely they were thinking about it, but they chose to be more conservative and fully eco. Try to get that full assault rifle round as early as they can to try and stop this FORZE assault. FORZE, the same way that BC Game approached that anti-eco round on the first half, they're going to take this one slow. Map control coming in. 3 Galils for this squad, 2 AKs, Dushka and Kuzme, the ones with the AKs. And then Zera trying to take some information here. Clean headshot onto Kakanito. This is the trap setup here on mid. But not a good trap, actually. This is just a default setup for the pistols, let's say. Then he's there with another one. He gets the info of the third player there. Galil's going to be retrieved. They cannot allow single duels now here, because if BC Game gets another duel, another isolated duel, let's say, this is still very possible for them. Walking up main. Okay, now they're thinking that's going to be a big hit, but FORZE are cleaning this one through A, and they're going to just try and look to save that Galil, I assume, at this point. That's the clean plant. The Galil is going to save. I'd like to see the USB still trying to go for something. Prime Taps is running. Anarchist took a little bit more to take that decision, but he's going to be grouping up with Prime Taps, trying to take one more gun away from FORZE. That's a clean headshot from Duska. Anarchist takes down Spirit. He sees another player. Is he going to be able to get that 8K? He's going for it. Yeah, but they know he wants it, so he gets taken down. It automatically buys the AWP as well. Galil retained by Quartz. They're going to full buy this round. Galil's going to go to Lecro. And FORZE are going to full buy as well. Now, round number 15, AWP available on Anarchist. He's playing towards A main. Suspecting the first contact, but that's going to be for the B players to be put up to the test. Duske and Shady get 2, but they get traded off though. That's a 3v2. 2v2 now, made possible by Denny Zera pushing up through B main. Lecro gets the early kill onto Kuzme. That makes it awkward for Denny Zera here. 1v2. Anarchist is still very far away. So Lecro has to wait for his teammate here inside Museum. He's coming with the AWP. B main. One kit available, and that's on Lecro. Ooh, the smoke is really good here. They don't know about him. Denny Zera didn't make any noise. There's no more smokes. Actually, there's a smoke on Anarchist. He's gonna smoke it off. This is very possible. Yeah, this is gonna be the clean round for BC Game. That's the good answer. That's gonna be the 8 and 7. Really good synergy between Anarchist and Lecro. In awareness as well. Lecro had the kit, Anarchist had the smoke. Very good awareness. Now, round number 16, still a full buy for both teams. AWP is still available. That's Kakanito getting taken down. He has to play on the next round this time. Denny Zera. Ooh, okay. FORZE are not sparing anyone. They're just going in, no mercy, clean headshots, and that's going to be Denny Zera with the 2 headshots this round. And I'm afraid this is going to be a save for BC Game really early. This is the early plant as well. 40 seconds on the clock. 3 players on the other side. They're playing on T-spawn. They're just trying to save the guns because they don't have money for next round. So they're going to have to hold on to these ones. But that was a clean entry from Denny Zera. Not a lot going on this round besides that one, really. Clean 2 headshots. And FORZE are looking strong. What can you say? 9th round on the board for FORZE. Now, round number 17. The weapons saved up from last round, they're going to be crucial on this one. Just go with a clean headshot into Lycra as they're trying to approach the B side. This is not going to be a full execute, no smokes. Only the smoke out the cross. Force coming in with smoke very late. They lose 2 players in the process. Only 1 in answer. That's like we're getting taken down by BC.Game. Side is almost controlled. These smokes came in very late. This was a weird approach on B side by FORZE. It's a possible one, but it's weird nonetheless. And Shady gets taken down as the last player. Another round for BC.Game. They don't allow FORZE to get a little lead here. It's going to be the 8 and 9. Now FORZE is still going to have enough money to buy this one. But that gets tied. Let's take a look at the replays for last round. Spirit with a clean headshot here, as once again FORZE are trying to get map control, 2 players towards main. Another rotation coming in. It's going to be Lekro, actually Duska the one, trying to hold off the possible mid push. This guy's been playing the lurk role here. BC.Game have not been trying to go for the... Actually, no team has trying to go for the backstab. No one has really been trying to push on those late round moments. That is actually something that's a little bit concerning. Dushka gets here the kill onto Lekro. Kakanito and Quartz left alone to try and do something here, trying to capitalize to draw the game, but they're going to be taken down. There's only Quartz alone now, 1v4, or 1v5 actually, and he might be looking to try and save this AK. But this is actually a little bit concerning in my opinion. So you don't have players trying to push at any sort of round to try and close down the map, try and block FORZE. Because if I'm not wrong, even on Mirage, nothing. I don't think I've seen any of these teams trying to go for a backstab polite any single time. I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that they've never done that. And I'm not saying that is like textbook that you should be doing that every single round, but some of these rounds, you're getting like early positions on B main. You know that there's a contact happening on A. Why not try and go a little bit further and try to go for the backstab play? Surely, this is a high risk, high reward play, but if you never try and do it, it's a little bit weird. Nonetheless, round number 19, this is going to be a pistol round for BC.Game. 1P to 51 Deagle. They've built up the trap on B side. As far as once again, they're going to try and take this one slow, trying to go for the info early in the round and see what they can get from there. Yeah, this is a really good approach from FORZE. Now, BC.Game, they've seen the bomb. They're going to try and overwhelm here. This is Shady for the first contact. They're going really slow. Kuzmi gets another one. They have the pistols. They should have exploded. They don't explode, so that's going to be possible for FORZE to rotate with a bomb. They're going to go A side. This is looking to be a clean one for them. If they don't lose weapons, that would be the best case scenario. They're not going to lose weapons because Duska gets the triple kill here. So that's going to be 11th for FORZE. They're looking really damn good to try and close this series off. Round number 20. 11 on the board for FORZE. As they're trying to get the match and series point here. Two players getting put up to the test. It's going to be Quirt with the Deagle. He's looking really good with the Deagle so far in this series, but he's not going to be able to capitalize on the kill. Spirit with the support as well. That's 2 entries for FORZE. Even the third as well. This is really weird on the timing for Kakanito to do that play. Shady takes down Anarchist as well. And that's being all left on Lekro to try and either save this one and play 4 match points. Or trying to go for this one. He's going to try and save this one, this M4. FORZE been looking really good throughout the whole series. Their map pick was very dominant. Mirage was not so dominant, but they were looking still okay. But now in the newbies. CT side was very competent. But T side is being extremely strong. Lycra still takes down Shady. They can go hunt a little bit here, and that's what they're gonna do. Look at the map; they're hunting. They have blood on their eyes. They want to take Lycra. They want to take Lycra down. He does not get to save this M4. He gets another clean shot. He's gonna get taken down now after the timer, even. So he's not gonna get any money. 12th round on the board for FORZE. Match and series points here. They're looking to close this one out. $12-8 right now. FORZE are trying to look to close this one out as Lekro gets already taken out. Okay, Lekro died very early in the round. Where did he die? Trying to look at the map. He died around mid. And Quartz gets taken down as well. The weird full buy round for BC.Game. This is probably not gonna have a lot of story here, honestly. 4v3. Okay, Prime Taps is trying to make this a lot more interesting. 3v2 now. AK retrieved on Prime Taps. Is still trying to make it work. Try and survive here in the Anubis on this series. But is it going to be enough to try and hold off FORZE? They're trying to read the play, but FORZE are playing this very smart, very slowly. Not trying to rush again. At least for B side, BC.Game has cleared off B side, and Shady might lose the timing here. Kakanito on the other side, MP9 in hand. He gets the timing, but Shady with a quick scope though. He gets the kill onto Kakanito. That leaves Prime Taps alone. He gets taken down as well. 13-8 is the scoreline to close this series.